Sweden around 970 AD. King Emund Eriksson has died and his son Erik Segersäll, or in English the Victorious, takes over as king with his brother Olof as co-ruler. Now you might be thinking, how can Erik be Sweden's first king if his father reigned before him? It's because Erik Segersäll is accepted as historical, which basically just means that they believe there isn't enough information about the kings before him. Anyway, Erik's brother Olof dies fairly early, and his son Styrbjörn was too young to succeed his father, so now Erik rules the Svea kingdom alone. When Styrbjörn was 12 years old, he demanded to receive the part of the kingship that his father had held, but Erik thought he could at least wait until he's 16. However, he refused and sat in anger on his father's mound. After much complaining, Styrbjörn instead asked Erik for equipment for Viking expeditions. He was given 60 ships, which set off on a journey after he had sworn that he would either overthrow Erik or die. At that time he was 14. Styrbjörn was first active raiding in the areas around Gulf of Finland. Then he took over the feared Viking stronghold of Jomsborg in Pomerania. From there he gained great honor. He is also said to have helped Sven Tveskägg, or in English Sweyn Forkbeard, to reclaim Denmark. After he had helped Sven Tveskägg take Denmark, he now forced the old king, Harald Blåtand, or Bluetooth, to come along with 200 ships, and with this he marched towards Uppsala. When Styrbjörn arrived, he had his entire fleet burned so that no one could retreat. When Harald Bluetooth saw this, he immediately returned home with the Danes. Then Styrbjörn made a cut road straight through the forest to Fyrisvallarna, where the armies would meet. And it was at this time that the Battle of Fyrisvallarna began. It is said to have taken place around the year 985 AD. Erik Segersäll's side had built war chariots with scythes and spears that caused terrible slaughters to the enemy. On the first day, things looked grim for the Swedes, but by the second day, many people had joined the sides of the two, so then it looked even. During the night, both sides sacrificed to the Asa gods, Styrbjörn to Thor and Erik to Odin. Erik promised himself to Odin in 10 years if he was victorious. And on this occasion Odin is said to have revealed himself and taught him to throw deadly spears, magic arrows in the air and end the rage of the mountain, or in Swedish, rasande berg, and other magical things. Then the third day began. By this time, Styrbjörn's men began to flee as they had seen the magical power Odin had taught Erik. But Styrbjörn refused to flee. He would rather fall with honor than run away, and that he did. After the Battle of Fyrisvallarna, Erik the Victorious, Erik Segersäll, is said to have taken his army against Denmark, where Sven Tveskägg Forkbeard had recently begun to rule, as he was helped by Styrbjörn, and driven him out of Denmark again, taking Denmark under his own kingdom. How long this lasted, or when it happened, we don't really know. It's also said under this time he also converted to Christianity, but this did not last, as he fell back into Norse paganism, also true. Erik Segersäll dies around 995 AD, and he is said to be buried in one of the mounds at Old Uppsala. And his son Olof takes over as king, but that is a story for another day.